So Dale, Giant Game just trained here at Del Mar. A little bit different scenario than a couple years ago when you came with another Dennis Albaugh horse, Dennis's Moment, who was the favorite for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Talk about Giant Game, the decision to run off just the maiden.
It's a lot different, but this is a very good horse. It's sort of like the horse that beat Dennis that year. He was a big, long shot. And this race is, it's unpredictable. And when you got a horse doing as good as this horse is doing, that's been working with top horses, that's run 2 super races, he deserves a chance to be champion.
What would it mean to you to, for the Albaughs, they've put a lot of money into the game, and to get them that first Breeders' Cup victory?
That would be a big deal. We've been second, third in this race a couple of times, but it's time to step up and win it. And this is the last crop of Giants Causeway, one of my all-time favorite racehorses and sires. And it'd be nice to have a 2-year-old champion in his last crop. He only had 4 babies that year.
He's one of 4 babies of Giants Causeway?
One of 4 Giants Causeways out there.
So how long after he crossed the finish line with this maiden win did it take you to decide to let's make plans to head west?
I decided at the 16th pole before he finished, but it took a little convincing and talking, but usually they go with me if I want to do something.
So what, you called up Jason and you said?
Called Jason. I said, I think this one can take us to California. He deserves a chance. And they said, we'll calm down and we'll talk about it when emotions are involved in a few days, and we did, and everybody decided. Terry Finley was part of them with West Point Thoroughbreds. And there's nothing to lose. We missed 1 race at Churchill Downs. We got another horse for that spot, so let's come out here and try to take on the big boys.
Would you do this with any horse that won the way he won, or is there other physical attributes?
No, there's everything else goes with it. We knew what kind of horse he was training, and I always thought how good he was. He just backed it up in that race. And if he hadn't been such a talented horse all along and worked so well going into his first race and then between first and second race and ran so well, we wouldn't be here. He deserves a chance.
Bob Baffert has Corniche in here, who's 2 for 2. There's Chad Brown's horse in New York. There's Kenny's horse, Rattle and Roll, that won the Grade 1 Future. You sort of talk about the field and how big an assignment this is for Giant Game.
But if he's a good horse, it doesn't matter. He's one of them too. He just hadn't had the opportunity. He's 30 days behind where they were to get a chance to run the futurity. I think if he had broke his maiden 30 days earlier, he'd have been a contender in the futurity. So do we wait around and go in a jockey club and say, well, he runs huge, and say, wish we'd gone? Or do we come on out here and try him?
And can you give us an update on Dennis's Moment? He's coming off a win.
Dennis doing super. He's going to go to New York, run the Naira Mile. Hopefully runs huge and goes on to a good stud career.